Hi Capricorn, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Hope that you're having a beautiful and amazing day. If you are new, my name is Tori. If you are returning, thank you so much for the love and the support. You guys, this is going to be your mid-August love reading. Of course, readings are timeless, so whenever you hear the messages when you are meant to receive it, keep in mind though the energy is fluid, so this could be past, present, or future. The roles could be reversed, okay? He could be a she could be a he. Please only take the messages if they resonate with you. Keep in mind that your free will and the free will of your person is what will determine the outcome in your situation. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, or if you would like to leave a donation to support my channel, the information can be found in the description box below. Capricorn, the message that I have been hearing for you is that you are breaking free. You're walking away from something, or you have walked away from something. Some of you have no problem at all with being single. You just don't want any drama. I feel like you guys, though, when it comes to love, you are doing things in a way that you've never done it before. I'm also hearing that for some of you who are used to being like this came up in a collective reading. The roles are being reversed for you, Capricorn, as in the feminine and the masculine. What I mean by that is the whole runner-chaser dynamic, usually. Some of you, perhaps if you are usually very dominant, you're the initiator, it's changing, okay? So for some of you who usually tend to initiate things, and I feel like this could be more of now when it comes to feminine and masculine energy, it doesn't matter, you know, your sex, it doesn't. So I'm gonna say here that whoever, if you're the type of person you usually try to cultivate the relationship, kind of being like in the feminine energy, a lot of you now are becoming like the masculine, as in you're sort of running away from anything that is super that involves a lot of emotional attachment right now, or it could be flip-flop. You know, maybe if you're the type of person where you don't usually allow yourself to be really open or vulnerable, you now are realizing that you do need to be more vulnerable, but you guys are just taking a different approach, okay? Take that however it resonates. It's going to resonate differently for everyone. You're absolutely taking a different approach. And it's so funny here because look, the Knight of Cups is here. If you look at this card, you can interpret this two different ways. You can say that this is a person who is going towards someone, offering their cup of love or making some type of gesture. Or you can say this is a person who's going with their cup, waiting for it to be filled by somebody, okay? I just feel like you guys, you're doing things differently. You want something different for yourself, and you're making a very drastic change in how you approach people, how you allow people to approach you. You're focused on being happy. So let's see. Some I keep saying the Seven of Wands. Some of you are like, before you go back to the past, you're like, I will fight you. Some of you too could be dealing with a situation with a person from the past where I'm hearing blocked. You're blocking something from the past. Someone is blocking you. You just don't want anything from the past. You don't even want your behavior to be anything the way like how it was in the past. I don't know. I'm getting tongue tied here almost. It's like when you think about things from the past or a past person, some of you get angry. The world, see? Oh my God, see? The world. There's a completion here. This is graduation, it's completion. You've learned everything that you can learn in a situation. This is closing out a chapter. And to me, you're closing the book. You want a brand new book. So again, and even if you notice here, this person, she is in this card pretty much nude. You guys, you're going back. I'm going back to the basics. You're starting completely over. The World card speaks also of signs that are fixed. You're not a fixed sign, but I feel like like I said, certain ways that you've had where you were fixed, you're changing that. Again, look, the Wheel of Fortune is here and the Nine of Pentacles. And I also just saw the Temperance card, which speaks of like that feminine and masculine energy, the yin and yang energy. You're trying to balance that now. Like I said, at some point, maybe you were too feminine or too masculine, or you didn't really understand your role in your connection. Some of you are even trying to figure out gender roles and how that plays a part in your life. You could be trying to deal with a lot of outdated beliefs or conditioning that, you know, you've been taught about love, relationships, loyalty, family, and things like. I feel like you guys right now, you're just going against the grain with some stuff, and you're just like, no, I'm just gonna start over. You're doing things your way. And a lot of you right now, honestly, you don't have a problem with being single. I'm picking up somebody here that's like, listen, if I can't have exactly what I want, then I don't want it at all. The Lover's card is here. It's like, honestly, you'll choose yourself a time and time again before you go back to whatever the situation was from the past. You could have went through something recently that was, I'm hearing you, it was a huge regret. You regret a decision. You regret being in a relationship. Yeah, the Tower card. But whatever this change is, that could have been quite sudden, this shocking truth or revelation that you were able to get from whatever the situation was, it now has allowed you to move forward. And you're moving forward towards this Ace of Pentacles energy. So you have a lot of success in your life, and this could be in all areas, but there was a major shift that has happened. Okay. And I feel like it came unexpectedly. It wasn't what you wanted, but I think that it revealed a lot of truths, and it allowed you to close out a cycle. Look, you have the Tower card out here, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. So whatever happened, whatever major ending happened, it now has taking your life on a brand new path. And you're going towards something very stable and secure. For some of you, this is a change in your money, your career, your finances, where you live. Yeah. Whatever illusions you had before that could have actually come from childhood, family, how you were raised, you're calling judgment on some things now. Some of you are saying, I don't have to be married to be considered successful, because I see this King of Pentacles here and Five of Pentacles. Some of you are saying that you lose too much when you're in relationships. You have to give too much of yourself. There's a lot of different things that you guys are now saying that you're refusing to do as a result of something that kind of blew up in your face. Some of you could be saying things like, you know, I refuse to live with a person that I'm not engaged to or that I'm not married to. I refuse to get married again. I refuse to. There's something here that you're cutting off, you're blocking it. You've seen that it has not worked for you, and you just don't want any parts of it. And you'll know exactly what that is. There's a long list here that I could go down. I think that you don't want to be closed-minded, but in figuring out what you don't want and what you want to accept is what's allowing this major shift to come in, where you will actually be able to receive exactly what you do want, wrapped up in exactly what you need. Some of you, for a while, you've been settling in certain situations. I definitely see that. And now it's just like, again, you're not looking back. And you're also being much more emotionally intelligent about situations. A lot of you don't really wear your heart on your sleeves, but I do feel like you are taking an even more, how can I say this? This has nothing to do with like the way that you express your emotions to a person. This has a lot to do with your just conditioning, your emotional response to just love, period, in relationships. You know, when I think about, you know, obviously in tarot, the devil card represents Capricorn energy. which is also a card of addictions and toxicity, darkness, codependency, bad habits. We all carry that devil energy in us, so it's not to be offensive. But I think that a lot of you now are finally realizing that there is some type of bad habit that you have in love, or you're drawn to a certain type of person, and it has made you really reflect on who you are as a person, and you're calling judgment on this situation. And for many of you, it could have a lot to do with family, with you trying to recreate a certain type of family dynamic, or trying to ensure that you don't recreate a situation to the point that it's like now you've actually manifested exactly what you don't want. So for example, let's say if you grew up in a household and you had two parents and they argued all the time, you could be living your life now where you're like, I refuse to be in a connection with someone where I ever have to argue with them. But perhaps now you've met a lot of people and you've been so emotionally intelligent and you've been hiding your emotions so much that you and this person, all you have is a bunch of secrets because you don't actually discuss things or communicate. Or let's say you grew up in a household and you know there was a parent who was not around, and you're so focused, of course, on, you know, I'm going to have a family, that you have thrown yourself into connections with people, obsessed with the idea of having a family, to the point that you've missed a lot of the red flags. There's been illusions there. And then when everything blows up in your face, you're like, oh crap, like I've literally now am creating the life that I don't want for myself. So many of you have had things to be completely shattered in your life when it comes to love and relationships, but it goes much deeper. It's allowing for many of you now to, like, you're the catalyst, like you're breaking generational curses, patterns, because the ugliest parts of love and relationships have now forced you to look at yourself. You're freeing yourself. Like I said, you're doing things totally different now. If you've been really traditional or conservative at all, you're going against everything that you've been taught. Definitely like this, like rebel like energy, but I don't see you doing it in a distasteful way. I just see where there's just been this hard, just cut off. Like I said, it's just like block and delete. Just, it's over. It's done. You don't want any parts of it. You don't think like that anymore. You refuse to deal with that. Let's see what is coming in for you. You guys, this reading for you is a little general for the most part. I'm not really even picking up the energy of another person. I feel like a lot of you are in energy right now of looking at your relationships as a whole. You're seeing where people screwed you over, and you're seeing where you screwed them over too. And you're seeing also how the past, family and conditioning, how it plays such a role in your present life. You're also seeing how you are being drawn to certain people. You know what it is? You're recognizing trauma bonds. That's exactly what it is. You're realizing that a lot of your relationships have been based on a trauma bond. You either go towards a person who is just like you so that they can relate, or you go towards a person who is nothing like you because you're hoping to gain something from that situation. You're looking for this, like, understanding. Yeah, you're going towards the dream of what you want. But in doing this, you're never getting what you need. Ooh, okay, Capricorn, this is a major breakthrough. So let's see what's coming towards you. Major breakthrough. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are just at work right now. Some of you are focused on work, career, finances, just being more ambitious. Some of you, I feel right now, there's going to be a lot of passion. But you may not actually be too worried about even being in like a serious relationship. This person here is someone who's, you know, very ambitious, charismatic, ready to do things. But for some reason, a lot of you're not really taking too many chances on people. I'm hearing like no new friends. Capricorn, you guys are in your own energy right now for sure. Capricorn, you're just like, I know I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm not going back to that. And excuse me, y'all, because y'all know I try not to curse on my channel, but I'm literally hearing where somebody is like, yeah, they fucked up now because I know exactly who I am. Like, that's the energy that you're in. Like, oh, it's like, I have really discovered who I am outside of my shadow self. Like, you feel unstoppable right now. Look, you're manifesting. Wherever there was lack, you're getting it all back. Oh my God, that rhymes. I'm so corny. Wherever there was lack, you're getting it back. You're manifesting exactly what you want. You realize now that you have all the tools and resources that you need to get everything that you want. Some of you are going to be having options too. A lot of options. Some of you are about to really just kind of be in this mode of being single. You're weighing your options a lot to see. You're trying to figure out who is deserving of you. Because for some of you, for a long time, you've been in this energy of trying to figure out, for whatever reason, maybe there was trauma there, if you deserved a particular person or persons. Now you're looking at it for the way that it should be, and you're saying, well, do you deserve me? So you're increasing your standards. You're raising your standards, and you're setting boundaries. Look, Two of Pentacles. What did I say? You have the Two of Pentacles, and then look, 222. This is all about choices. You have 2, and then here you see this person. It's like, this is alchemy. It's again the yin and yang energy. And then look here, you also see the balance. For some of you, you are still struggling with letting go of a particular situation. I definitely see you being a bit at a crossroads. But what's funny is I don't really see you even being too much at a crossroads about a lover. I see you being at a crossroads about just more of like a life path. For some of you, you're deciding now that something major, like I don't want to be married, or I don't want to be single. I'm ready to be intentional about being married. Someone here could be deciding that they want to have kids or that they don't want to have kids, but this is going against the grain, whatever it is. It's a drastic change that you're making. Ten of Pentacles. You're making a lot of money, but you're planning for the future, and you now know that you have to do everything within your power to get exactly what you want. You're becoming the perfect partner. Because, like I said, somebody is just like, y'all messed up because y'all have shown me just how good and great I really am. Somebody here, through some type of pain or adversity, has come into this enlightenment of who they are. And it's only the best from here. It's only up from here. You have the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles. This is new jobs, house, business, cars, wealth, investments. But I feel like a lot of you're doing a lot of this with yourself. Like I said, it's choosing a path to focus on yourself, and it's automatically just going to bring something in. Some of you are absolutely being selfish with yourself, and you're going to wait for the right person to come in. I've been getting that energy for you guys for a while. Again, like I said, the roles are being reversed. If you were normally the initiator, you're falling completely back now. You're like, you come to me and show me that you're worth being with me. So a lot of you guys are working past any type of codependency. You've learned about trauma bonds, and you don't want that anymore. 7 of Pentacles. Look, this is assessing, evaluating, getting things in order, looking at how things have grown, realizing exactly at what point in a situation things stopped growing. But you're taking your seeds, putting it in new soil, because you're saying, well, there was nothing ever wrong with me and my seed. It was just the soil. For some of you, if you wanted children and you couldn't conceive, it wasn't that there was something wrong with you. You were trying to have a child with the wrong person. And that child could represent an actual baby. It could be a business. It could be anything. There's something here that has not been working because it wasn't the right time, or for a lot of you, you were with the wrong person. This whole family dynamic that a lot of you wanted, it wasn't meant to be birthed in a situation where it was a trauma bond, and it wasn't the right foundation. There were cracks in the foundation. So it just wasn't working. So for some of you, you're going to, again, as you wait on the right person to come in, when you recognize that person, everything is just going to fall into place. So you'll know. Some of you, you've already met this person. It's like everything is just so effortless. That's what it is now. You're surrendering to things just being effortless. It's like if you have to work for it, Capricorn, you're like, I already paid my dues. I don't have to work for it. I don't have to prove myself. I'm here. You either fit with me or you don't. That's how you feel right now. Nothing in this reading really is about another person. It's really about you and this big epiphany here that you've had. But again, there was something that ended that is setting you on path. This is like self-discovery. A lot of you are in a very deep, like you're diving deep in your spiritual journey right now. Is there anything else? I'm going to pull some surrender cards for those of you who are still working through some things. Look, the Death card is here. Here's the Moon card. With this Death card and the Moon card being here, again, this is heavy transformation. Some of you could be doing like some moon magic manifestation work. But you see here in the darkness, you discover a path. In the darkness, where you thought that everything was dead, you discover a path that's leading you to transformation. I mean, I feel like, you know, this message is very straightforward. Yeah, you're the wounded warrior. Everything that you've gone through is now leading you to the sun. And for some of you, this is a specific message. A baby, whether this baby is a child or a business, you have been trying forever to manifest this baby. It's coming. The seed was just in the wrong place. You have the sun and the moon here. The darkness has been illuminated. The transformation can happen. You can manifest what you always wanted. That was a part of your dreams, because the illusion has been shattered. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what was going on, and let's see what... I'm not even going to use this because a lot of you, you're not... Spirit said no. I am going to pull the surrender deck to see what you need to surrender. And I'm just going to take a sneak peek at what kind of energy is coming in for those of you who are welcoming new love. Because for some of you, you just want to be young, wild, and free. And it doesn't matter how old you are. This is a really good reading. Like in this reading, I kind of feel like this load that has just been removed. Like you guys are just in this great place of just being like, you know what? F it. Just F it all. Like you have no fucks to give. You're just like, I'm cool on that. Fuck that. Fuck that over there. It doesn't matter. And maybe that was the whole problem. You had too many cares. Look, see? Surrender the drama. Surrender to passion. And surrender your fear of intimacy. See, this is that trauma bond energy. A lot of you have been afraid that you would not receive the love, the compassion that you always wanted. And so you would overcompensate in situations. You would give too much of yourself. Okay. Or again, like the trauma bond, you would connect with people who supported the idea of what you wanted, but in reality, they weren't good for you. And this led to a lot of drama. A lot of you, that's the reason why you're on this just blocked effort status, because when you wanted the best for yourself, another person, in a situation, it quickly went from sugar to shit. Like it was just a total shit show. And I think that after this happened to you so many times, you're just now like, you know what, let me stop thinking that I'm always right, because maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Let me surrender the need to always be right. Let me stop being so rigid, because I'm not resolving conflicts here. In fact, you're creating more drama for yourself, which is again too why a lot of you, you're no longer worried about being the initiator, because you're like, obviously the people that I deal with don't understand where I'm coming from. So some of you, you can't seem to compromise with people. They don't want to compromise with you. You don't want to compromise with them. Again, you had your seed in the wrong soil. So now you're surrendering to passion. You're doing what you want to do. You're not in your head. You're not in your feelings. You're not dealing with the drama. You're simply just doing whatever it is that makes you feel good. If you want to be single and you want to date several people, you're doing it. If you want to stop dating everyone and focus on finding someone to marry, that's what you're doing. I mean, anything that you want to do right now, you're doing it. But it's because now you're finally surrendering to your complete healing. This revelation is about to resolve a lot of conflict in your life. And for many of you, it has everything to do with you learning, look, self-love. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself. People have to prove their worthiness to you now. So you're not playing it small anymore. You've gotten burned too many times. I saw somebody say, it really sucks when you let your guards down and you get played by somebody who you probably had to lower your standards for. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. What's the sneak peek of what's coming in for Capricorn? Oh, okay. Capricorn, I swear. Listen, y'all, this is everything I just said. 4 cards just fell out. You have here clarity, missed chances, freedom, and very soon. Y'all, what has this whole reading been about? Clarity, missed chances and opportunities, you being a rebel, freeing yourself, and very soon. And then here you have ready for love and self-love. Listen, this was your message today for sure. You guys, now you've had so many missed chances, I feel. You've done everything that you could do. And I think that you finally had to stop looking at the other person and you're now looking at yourself. You're taking responsibility and being fully accountable for yourself. You're surrendering to healing. You're clear about the fact that there was something missing. Some of you, you're going to meet someone very soon, even if you're not looking, and that person is going to make it very clear to you that you had your seed in the wrong soil. You're going to see that everything that you was looking for was right there in front of you. Freedom. You're becoming your most true, authentic self. And once you get into this space of being free, because you've been working on self-love, then you're ready for love. A person will come in and they will love you exactly as you are, and it won't be a trauma bond. And that's the energy that you're moving towards. This is such a good reading. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. I mean, from what I'm seeing here, I'm so proud of you, because this takes a lot of strength and courage. Because many of you, you're working against so many outdated beliefs and conditioning. And I feel like you've just been doing the same thing over and over and over. But it's like, because of all of these missed opportunities, you honestly were, for a long time, two different things. For a long time, many of you were thinking that things were your fault that weren't really your fault. It was simply just not the right situation for you. And then for a lot of you too, it's like that whole overcompensating. You assumed that you just could not get what you wanted. So your perspective about things has changed. Like everything, literally. And I feel there's just been this breakthrough. Honestly though, I've been talking about this for you guys now for about 6 months. And what I'm happy to see is that the energy, it is finally shifting. Some of you have been on the karmic wheel from hell for a long time. And what is funny is a lot of you were very defensive. You thought that you had completed it and you went into another one. But the straw that broke the camel's back, I think that you recently experienced it, or you're about to. And it's going to set you on a brand new path. And I think this time it's going to be the right path. So that's good. Congratulations. You graduated. This is so good. You know, I did not pull these cards for any other sign, but I kept saying in the reading that you're being a bit of a rebel. And I actually have this deck that is called the Rebel deck. I wonder if, because I said earlier that you guys, you don't care about things. There's actually a card in this deck that says, yeah, look, don't fucking force it. You're learning now to stop forcing things. Uh-oh. That's too many cards. Let's see. I'm going to pull these and then we'll close out the reading. It says, put the effing phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Some of you, maybe you have recently gotten into therapy or gotten a coach, or simply just went and talked to someone and they gave you a word of advice. Maybe you booked a reading with me. It says, whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the time. I feel like that's for those of you who are in this energy right now of being rebellious and possibly wanting to retaliate towards someone who has done something to in some way betray you. If you're thinking about trying to hurt someone or anything, don't do it. You do you. It says stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Y'all, I swear this is Capricorn. Y'all are in this reading because everything that I'm saying is constantly being confirmed. And I love this because it's saying, this tells me that with this energy, you're standing so firm on this. Your readings are going to shift and change so much because you're serious this time. Like, it's undeniable. You're doing you. Finally. Says fuck, shit is about to get real. It says fuck. You need your people around you. You need only the real people around you, though. A lot of you on this spiritual journey, you're about to really meet your soul tribe. And then here it says, it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. What did I say earlier? You're no longer, or I hope that you're not constantly thinking that you're right. Because obviously for some of you, you've been defensive for so long and so rigid in your stance and thinking that you were right, not realizing that you really had it wrong the whole time and you were honestly surrendering, just full of drama because you felt like you were always right. Some of you, you know, it's an ego death that's happening here too. Again, with the moon card being out here, the sun and the death card, a lot of your own bad habits, faults and flaws have been revealed to you. The truth is out now that you need to change. Now that you're changing, the people and the situations around you are going to drastically change, which is a reason why in this reading, there's not the energy of another person coming out. This message was strictly for you. So I like it, Capricorn. I am happy to see you guys in your energy. I feel like a lot of you have not been in your energy for a long time because you've been playing a role. You know, you've been trying to do what you thought was best based on some outdated beliefs or self-limiting beliefs. Whatever this epiphany is, this healing here, okay, could be dealing with an Aquarius. It's leading you to being very just prosperous, abundant, single, self-sufficient, happy. Some of you are finally going to have that child that you want, or birth that business or new project. Whatever you want is coming into fruition. That's what you need to know. You're finally free. You're free. I said something earlier. It was really corny. I wish I could remember it. Dang. I don't know. If you guys remember whatever little punchline I said earlier, put it in the comments. But you guys, please continue to go within so that you never go without. If you are needing help, we're really getting, you know, through this process that you're in right now, and you would like to contact me and we can sort of look into your situation to see what blockages you really need to work on removing in order to get to this happy place and allow yourself to be free to finally just heal. Of course, you can check the description box for my information. If you would like to leave a tip or donation, if this reading resonated and encouraged you today, that information is also in the description box below. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you, Capricorn. Please keep moving forward. The healing process is not necessarily easy, but it's going to be worth it. So just keep working through it. I'm super proud of you. So I will see you on the next reading. Bye.